Am I in focus? I got glasses recently and I can't now tell if I'm in focus or not. My name is Claire. If you're new here, I'm a YouTuber from Ireland. I was on the Irish version of Say Yes to the Dress. So if you don't know what Say Yes to the Dress is, it's a reality TV show where brides go on, they try on a couple of dresses and they say yes to one. It's pretty simple. I was on the Irish version of this and a couple of people have asked me why I didn't wear the dress I said yes to on my wedding day. So I thought that I would tell you why. To start, I have to go back a little bit further than the actual show. I got engaged in the summer, August 2016, I think. For like 6 months I didn't even think about organising a wedding. I was just enjoying being engaged. Then around January 2018 we started to look at venues. We booked a venue in February, and then I thought, right, now I've got to start looking at dresses. Now the couple of times at first that I went to like Dublin boutiques, I went in and they said things like, pick out designs or shapes or whatever that you like and then we'll get you to try them on. But when they do it that way, you can end up putting on something that's way out of your price range. So I learned to go in and say, don't show me anything over this amount of money. I remember I was in one of the first boutiques and I was trying on a dress. I didn't actually really like the design of the dress, but I remember thinking, geez, like this would be a good dress to move around in all day. And I said to the woman, like, how much is this dress? And she was like, that's 4,500. And I was like, oh my god, get it off me. I really hated the whole wedding dress searching for one process, the trying it on. I hated it all. If you don't fully buy into the whole wedding thing from the very start, which is, something I probably should have done, but it's just a real awkward experience. You go in, you try on a few dresses, you leave. You know what I mean? So if you're not fully invested, it's really not an enjoyable experience. At least I didn't find it enjoyable at all. A long time before I got engaged, in my Pinterest travels, I believe it was, I stumbled across a BuzzFeed article called something like 10 crop top wedding dresses that will make you die or something. I spotted one crop top wedding dress in there that I loved, and I clicked through to find where it came from, and I found an Etsy page called Wardrobe by Dulcinea. Now that's 100% pronounced wrong. I remember that I followed her on Etsy and completely forgot about her then for ages. After I got engaged, in the shop I looked through all the dresses, nothing really was for me. It wasn't until like summer 2017 that I spotted an ad somewhere online. They were looking for women to do Say Yes to the Dress. There was a really quick turnaround on this. I did an interview on my own in August, and then my bridesmaid Lorraine also did an interview with me. I'm here in Dublin with my best friend Lorraine, and we just finished a Skype call for Say Yes to the Dress.
Yeah, it went really well.
And we were just saying, like,
we're normal.
we think we have a good shot. Like, we're very likeable.
It was good.
And then we knew within like a week that we got it, and we were on our way to Cork to film it in September. I just had to go into a shop there to find a tape measure so I can measure myself, because I have to send my measurements off today to Say Yes to the Dress. You won't see this footage for quite some time. I'm in London at, what's it called, Someone's Day, and you would have seen this vlog long before you see this piece of footage. But yeah, pegging it around today, trying to get the agreement printed and then the photographed and signed back, and I had to run around the shops trying to find this little thing so I could measure my bust and waist and hips. So feeling a bit more real now. Well, I knew I didn't want a white dress, and people have asked me why I didn't want a white dress, and I honestly don't know the answer there. I just knew that I didn't want a white dress. Yeah, I was like, I want something mental, and she was like, would you consider something non-mental? And Lorraine was like, don't worry, I'll make her consider something non-mental. And then everyone was like, interesting, oh yeah. The time was coming up to shoot Say Yes to the Dress. I knew that I was on Say Yes to the Dress. Between when we found out we did it and when we were shooting was about 3 weeks or a month maybe. So I knew that I was on it, and I knew that like when you sign up, you have to sign up that you're actually looking for a wedding dress, blah blah blah. Just before that happened, Wardrobe by Dulcinea put up a picture of a dress called the Dolores wedding dress. I remember the first time that I saw the dress, I was like, who would want to wear that? It's so weird. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool, but like, I don't know, it's a bit weird. But then I couldn't stop thinking about the dress. But for some reason, that night, like, I genuinely couldn't stop thinking about Dolores. So I was awake all night just thinking about that dress. And I just kept telling myself, like, I need to drop this because that's not my dress. Like, that I have to go to say yes to the dress and pick a dress. So, like, get over it. So we went down to say yes to the dress. I tried to put Dolores out the back of my mind. And we had a great time on say yes to the dress. Everyone was so lovely. Which I tried on, I think it was it 4 or 5 wedding dresses. So you try on a dress in the dressing room, you kind of talk to the people, whatever, you come out, you stand there, you get your critique, and sometimes things need to be reshot and stuff. So it's, for the most part, it's fluid, but it does take a lot longer than a normal dress fitting. So we were there for a couple of hours. I tried on, I think, 4 or 5 dresses, and I had submitted beforehand. They had asked me to, like, a big sort of thing about my style and what style of dress I was going for, and I had specifically said I wanted a coloured dress and that I wanted a crop top dress. And they had said to me previously, before me getting down there, that they weren't going to be able to accommodate a coloured dress on the short time frame, and it was just such an unusual request that they weren't going to be able to get in any coloured wedding dresses, but that they would absolutely, like, they would be able to accommodate the crop top one because it's very in style. So that was fine. I knew going down there that I wasn't going to be able to try on any coloured wedding dresses. At this point, I had settled on blue, by the way. So when I got to the 4th, I think it was, wedding dress in Say Yes to the Dress, it was the first crop top, first 2-piece I'd tried on. It was a crop top and skirt. And the skirt was a chiffon skirt. Now, the skirt was beautiful. Like, I could have moved in that thing all night. It was fantastic. It was just swishy and swirly. It was amazing. The top I didn't love, but it was because it was much too big on me and it was being pinned in. I couldn't picture it, like, fitting me properly. Behind the scenes, I said, would I be able to get this particular skirt in blue? Leave the top white, but get the chiffon skirt in blue. And the woman told me that she was positive, she was sure that wouldn't be a problem. In my head, the whole time that I'm trying on this dress, I'm thinking, like, imagine the bottom half in blue. There was a lot of talk about this blue wedding dress on the day, but that obviously didn't make the final cut. The price point was right. The movement in the dress was right. The skirt was definitely lovely, and I still kind of sometimes I'm like, oh God, it would have actually been so much easier to wear that skirt on my wedding day because it had such movement in it. And I found the tulle kind of, tripped me up a bit. But there was something in me that I was like, I'm just not 100% there. Like, I'm 99% there on this dress. But they asked me the question, do you say yes to this dress? And they kind of cut short my answer, but what I actually said was, I was like, I'm really nervous. My mother always told me to go home and sleep on something before you make a decision this big. But I guess that I'll have to say yes. So they basically cut it to me just saying, I have to say yes. Which I totally would have done as well. No shade. The woman who worked in the place wanted me to pay immediately, and I didn't have that kind of money on me, so I was ringing Alex to get the credit card, and he was like, you need to, like, take a day or two, just think about it, because you've been in there for hours, you want to go home. He was like, just take a day or two to think about it. I had said to her beforehand, could we agree to a 48-hour cooling off period, because my biggest fear was that I would just say yes to a dress to sort of, because there is a pressure on say yes to a dress. Like, I didn't want to be the only bride that said no to a dress. Do you know what I mean? And I didn't want to let anyone down either. So I really wanted to say yes. And Alex kind of knew that. So he had said it to me beforehand, and I had said it to the woman, can we agree to a 48-hour cooling off period while I think about it? So then I said to her, right, I'm going to, ring you and pay you over the phone in the next couple of days. I just need to think about it. I just want to make sure I made the right decision for me. And she's like, right, okay. So I went home and I showed a lot of people, not a lot of people, I showed a good few people the 2 dresses that were tearing me apart. The Say Yes to the Dress and Dolores. And everybody that I showed the two to preferred the white dress. And honest to God, I actually think that pushed me further in the direction of Dolores. I was very, not anti-wedding, but like I really, really resented the traditional aspects of the wedding. So the more people said, oh, you should go with the white one, the more I pulled back from it. But I was afraid to say that because I had said yes to a dress and I was like, right, I'm going to have to follow it through now. So like, whatever, fuck it. And then I called the shop and talked to the dress designer, and the dress designer actually told me that the skirt couldn't be made in blue. Honest to God, I was kind of like, hallelujah, like this is my exit strategy. So I said, listen, I'm not going to go through with this dress. We had talked about it, the skirt going in blue, and I've talked to the designer now, and she says the skirt cannot go in blue. So that's a deal breaker for me. The woman in the shop was like, well, you're going to have to tell RTE. And I rang the production company and told them the same thing. And to be fair, the woman in the production company was so lovely about it. She was like, look, we want to make a good show, but at the end of the day, it's your wedding day. Let us know if there's anything you can do. Like, is there anything we can do to make this dress work for you or whatever? I basically just kind of said, no, not really, because I knew that I wanted an out, and this was my out. After that then is when I embarked on the entire process of buying my wedding dress on Etsy. That's a whole other story for a whole other video. Give this video a like if you want to see that video, or let me know in the comments down below. The show also aired, by the way, before my wedding. I said to the production company, look, I'm not going to tell anyone that I didn't go with this dress. And they were like, great. So it aired as planned, all was good. It aired twice before my wedding, and it aired recently again. I'm getting great mileage out of it. It's amazing. A lot of my friends saw the show, and they were all expecting at my wedding me to walk out in my white, say yes to the dress. So they all had a lot of questions as to why I wasn't wearing it. Also, I just want to add one thing here, that when we had done our interview process, I had done an interview on my own before I did an interview with my bridesmaid. And the interview on my own, one of the questions put to me was, why do you want to be on Say Yes to the Dress? And I said, because I want to be on television. So I feel like I didn't mislead anyone. Like, I didn't end up going with the dress, but I was very clear from the start that it wasn't about the love of dresses for me. I wanted to be on television. She even said, I admire your honesty. I have a couple of other videos on the experience of being on Say Yes to the Dress, and the backstage footage from Say Yes to the Dress. It was an amazing experience, and there was a couple of things from the day I actually did wear on my wedding day, and I want to talk about that more in a video dedicated to kind of all the small details of my wedding. But basically, Frank, the host of the show, he had said to me, before we were leaving, he was like, I want to give you a little gift. He was like, I think that you're really creative, and I think that no matter what you do on your wedding day, you're going to do, something really unique and different. And I really appreciated that. It was such a lovely thing for him to say. And he gave me a bracelet that, it's a very long metal lines with, pearls at the end, and you basically bend it around your wrist to suit your wrist, and 2 diamond earrings. So it was, drop earrings. So I wore all of those on my wedding day. I wore the bracelet and the earrings on my wedding day, and they were absolutely beautiful. So thank you so much, Frank. And thank you to everyone Say Yes to the Dress for having me. I'm sorry that I didn't wear the dress, but it was a brilliant experience all the same. And sure, it's a good old story, and more conversation pieces, because everyone was sick of talking about Say Yes to the Dress, and then everyone wanted to know why I didn't wear the dress. So I just got a second round of conversation out. If you give this video a like, if you want me to keep making videos, because I know that I've been absent for a while, and I'm trying to get back into it, and I'm wondering if I should or shouldn't. Please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye.